Makes a man cool, especially if he's losing his hair. Why do I ask that? Because it's been popping up in the comment section. All of a sudden I've got people telling me that I'm cool, and I'm not going to read those comments to prove it. But it's not something I'm used to seeing. People are telling me that I'm cool. So it caught me off guard. I thought, man, if I can figure out what makes me cool, then I can help other people by helping them become cool too, despite hair loss. So that is what has inspired this video, how to be part of the balding process but still be cool. So I checked out a website called Real Men, Real Style. They have an article called What Makes a Guy Cool? The Meaning of Being Cool. They came up with 11 different traits that scientifically make a man cool. Let's go through these. Let's figure out how I embrace these things, if I do, and then of course I'll reflect it back to you what you can do to be cool while going through the balding process. So here's the 11 things. Number 1, friendly. Number 2, competent. Number 3, trendy. Number 4, desirable. Number 5, attractive. Number 6, unconventional. Number 7, pro-social, meaning you help others. Number 8, humorous. Number 9, confident. Number 10, emotionally controlled. And number 11, hedonistic, which is self-indulgent. So there's the 11 things that make a man cool. Now, let me go through these and figure out which one of these I can self-identify with. Let's start with friendly. You know, that's important to me. I want to make sure that I'm not here to argue with people, beat people over the head with stuff, or preach to people. I'm sure I've got my agenda, but I hope that you do feel that I've got a warmness to me, and people have told me that. They said you're warm. I like that compliment. Competent would be the next one, meaning it's a person who knows what they're doing. They know what they're talking about. They're not just talking to be talking. Number 3, trendy. You know, I guess that might be one of the more arguable ones, that I'm trendy. But in other words, I'm not outdated. And if I was, it would be, I guess, in a cool retro way. Number 4, desirable. I think there's a lot of translation there, room for translation. But what would make me desirable is that I could be losing my hair with a Norwood 3 and still be very confident and be able to help other people, and it's not holding me back. Number 5, attractive. You know, that's another arguable one. What I think about myself is that I'm average looking, but because I make up for all these other ways, it makes me seem more attractive than I am. But I think I'm an average looking guy. Number 6, unconventional. Absolutely. I fundamentally believe in being unconventional. And you'll hear it nearly daily in my videos. I say I'm not here to sell you anything. I'm not here telling you, oh, you should get this product or this product. No, I'm telling you should not need those things and still be confident anyway. That's my whole message. So in that way, I'm definitely unconventional. Number 8, humorous. Well, I've got my methods. Whether or not you think they're funny or not, that's up to you. But that definitely is something. And I always say, too, if you can make a girl laugh, you can make her do anything. That's a quote from Marilyn Monroe. Let's talk about that more in a minute. Number 9, confident. Obviously, the whole foundation of this channel is show me a man who's balding and therefore he can't. Show me there, and then I will show you a man who's balding and can, because he's got more confidence. Number 10, emotionally controlled. I obviously talk about this all the time, talking about how only you have control over your emotions, not other people. So other people can't hurt your feelings or offend you unless you give them permission to, which most people do. I refuse to give them permission. And then lastly, this one's a little bit odd, hedonistic, self-indulgent. You know, the best way I can relate to this one is the video I made last week saying my role is to be conceited, and therefore the audience, their role is to be insecure. And it's a good relationship, because even at the risk of being conceited, if I'm helping people who are insecure, then it all works out. And maybe it takes a guy who comes across as a little bit of a know-it-all to get through to people who need that extra boost in the confidence. So that makes sense. Now, lastly, let me close by saying this. Actually, let me read a little bit more of the article. The closing part of the article says this, quote, coolness comes in 2 flavors. Cachet coolness is the level of flair in a person's life. People who are thrill seekers, help others, and ambitious and charismatic, etc. The other type is contrarian coolness, is your personal level of James Dean or Johnny Cash. You live on the edge, you're mysterious, hard to read, and you don't care what people think about you, end quote. So there you go. I think we can definitely see if people are saying I'm cool. I think now that we've kind of analyzed this, we can see how this works. And you know too that the part about helping people, that's another thing I hear from people nearly every day. Nick, you're helping me, you're helping others. And that makes me cool by default. So let me close this video by helping you a little bit more. Just keep in mind, if you are experiencing the balding process, or if you feel that you are, remember, do these things instead and you're going to be cool and attractive despite the hair loss. Because remember, I always tell you, you're being judged on this whole other list of things, and you're making it like being bald is all people see. Really, they're probably not even really noticing that. They're noticing this other stuff. So I'm going to close with this. How can you be cool even though you're balding, or at least think that you are? Be friendly, be competent, be trendy, be desirable, be attractive, be unconventional, be pro-social, meaning that you help others, be humorous, be confident, be emotionally controlled, and lastly, be, it says self-indulgent, but I think ultimately that means that there's a certain sort of refreshing form of arrogance, perhaps, because you do know what you're talking about. There you go. That's science. We can't argue with science. That's what makes me cool according to you. And now that I know this, I will probably keep this and study it. There you go. That's everything you need to know. I'm disappearing.